So Neca has completely lost their minds. If you haven't heard the news, the controversy, you've been hiding under a rock. Me and the guys decided to put our collective 2 cents together and talk about it on our live stream here on this channel, the Collecting Justified live stream, every Saturday night at 8:45 Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you tune in for that. It's a lot of fun. But we decided to talk about this whole NECA situation, so here it is.
Neca is even sending everybody double of everything they order for free. So like,
Yeah.
you might as well just compete with them and double my HasLab order, right? Like, makes sense.
I don't have the picture. If someone can get that screenshot of what NECA sent out to people,
Ooh,
and send it to me real quick, that'd be great. Because I don't have the picture pulled up here, but yeah, we can talk about that real quick. Cause screw the topic.
I mean,
so no, I'm glad you brought that up, David, because I did want to talk about that today.
It's kind of crazy.
What the hell is going on with these toy companies? Who do you think you are?
I mean, what's funny is like I saw somebody. So long story short, if you don't know, if you're watching, you don't know, the Donnie's Lab diorama that people ordered, NECA made a mistake and like double shipped to a bunch of people. And then they tried to scramble and send a letter out to all those people saying, hey, if you send it back to us, we will give you $100 voucher to use on a future purchase. And I think they said something else too. Like they offered them something else on top of that. Like they'll give you the label to ship
$100 gift card.
$100 voucher, right?
Yeah. But they said for TMNT, which is very vague.
You know, and then they were like, but then they all threatened you, like, if you don't send it back, we will charge you for it and ban you from purchasing from us in the future, which is like,
yeah, I just sent a screenshot of the message to Justin on Instagram.
Oh, Justin, are you able to pull it up?
Oh, you got a screenshot? Okay. I was just gonna pull up Mad Hatter's video.
Oh yeah, that's good too. Whatever works. Yeah.
You said on Instagram?
Yeah. But then there was like somebody did some legal research and they're like legally, like they can't charge you for something that they sent you accidentally, that you're legally entitled to keep it as a free gift. And so, and then they can't even demand that you give it back, and they can't ban you from making a future purchase because it's just not consumer, like it's not fair to the consumer. Yeah. So like,
it's illegal for them to send product that the receiver has not agreed to, was like the official law, I believe. And so NECA has no legal standing for their threat. So, which makes it even funnier.
Which, yeah, they should have done that research before sending out a communication to all the customers, you know, like, what did we pull up? Is that the threat letter?
This is one of them. Is this the backup one, or I don't know? There's been two, right?
Yeah, this is like the second one.
Okay, because the first one, like David said, it was like, hey, if you we know like you received. So I guess they went back. So if you're gonna painstakingly go back and check and find out who received an extra one, you really should have checked all your freaking boxes the first time and only sent them one when they ordered one, because you're showing you have that ability. So what's going on here? So basically, like David said, they said, hey, we know you got an extra one, please send it back, we'll give you all this stuff, $100 gift, not $100 deposited or anything. It's like, you know, $100 that you can spend at our online store, whatever. So they said that, you know, real nice, and then proceeded to say, or we will charge your account, charge your card on file, and you will be banned from ever purchasing anything from us again. Okay. Do they not understand how cards on file work, or how bank accounts work, or
like they're giving you a heads up so you can go into your account and like either remove the form of payment that you had on file, so they shouldn't really be able to access that information again if you change it, right?
Yep. Yeah.
So it just is really bizarre, and like I understand, like, so they screwed up on a massive scale, and so they're trying to figure out how to get
how you do
like
it.
recoup some of the losses, but
But
honestly, like this is even worse customer service than
yes,
like you're threatening your entire clientele.
Yeah.
exactly.
And saying that we will not even take your money in the future for anything. You're not allowed to buy from us anymore. Like where would you ever hear that? Like what?
Give us our stuff back that we sent to you, or we won't let you send us any more money.
Right.
Hey, idiots, guess what? I hope someone from NECA is watching this. I don't give a crap. Hey, idiots, guess what? I can create a new email address, or hey, I bet there's more than just me living in my house, or I've got a friend that can order NECA for. I don't care. Or how about this would make me not want any more NECA product from you anyway?
Right. Like
Screw
I can
you.
delete my NECA profile. Like right.
Thank you.
So
It's messed up,
very
man,
strange.
because there are some diehard NECA fans and they make some good stuff. I'm not the biggest NECA fan. I have a NECA RoboCop. I have the movie One Turtles, probably a couple other things, but I'm not that big of a NECA fan because they're kind of right there with their slightly higher price point, but their plastic quality and articulation kind of throws me off. And I know they're diehard NECA fans, so whatever. Don't come after me. I don't care, man. But this is how your company treats you. And then so Alexi sent me this screenshot. This is a second. So they didn't get enough backlash from the first time. So it's like coming back again and like, oh wait, I think you guys misunderstood. Let me clear this up. Let us clear this up. By now, you should have received a shipping label to return the misshipped item. If we do not receive the piece back in the next few weeks, you're going to be charged for it and will be exempt from all of our future offerings. Please realize that by not returning the piece that was misshipped, you are taking it away from another collector.
That's guilt.
So the guilt. NECA is really at the mercy of all of these collectors. Like they know that they messed up. They don't have a lot of recourse to like to they can't go all to your houses and take it back by force.
No.
So they know like they're trying every which way
Hasbro would.
under the sun to try to
Pinkertons.
convince you to send it back. So
Yeah, I agree. And Mad Hatter and Nostalgia Unbox had a live stream yesterday morning that we're discussing it because they're like huge NECA suckers, so they get a lot of their products. And Nostalgia Unbox, Johnny Nostalgia, pretty much hit the nail on the head. Like, NECA is not very good with their customer-facing aspects. Like, if you need something from them, they'll dodge emails, or they won't reply, or they'll drag the line along and then really just make you think and have to work for the things that you want. And there's a lot of people that didn't receive their lab, but there's a lot of people that did pay for a lab and still haven't received it. And there's, it's like all mixed up. And so I think NECA would be in a better position to make these requests if they were better to their customers in the first place. So this is really a symptom. The misshipping is really a symptom of their just trash customer aspect as well, I would argue.
The bottom line is you can ask, but don't follow it up with a threat. Multiple threats.
right.
You threaten twice. You're in no position to threat. I understand the whole looking out for the other collector aspect, but Christopher Allen here, I brought it up on the screen, hit this nail on the head. Does another collector want their lab pre-owned after they spent $300 on it? No.
Fair.
I want it straight from, the factory, everything. And I get it.
Sure
looking out.
I'm sure that guy got fired. Whoever
Oh, yeah.
double shipped all of it,
He wasn't even getting paid.
But
I think
he went and worked for Mattel on the Wicked doll line.
Oh, God.
But guys, I understand looking out for the fellow collector, but at the same time, you really think if someone got two, they still have that second one? No. They flip that crap instantly. As I get it, but it's really up to your discretion. I don't think you're in the wrong if you do that. At that point, if you got it, it's a gift.
Yeah.
It's a gift. I can't blame somebody for not wanting to send it back or flipping it. It's
not at all.
But also, then shouldn't NECA be refunding the people that didn't receive it? at that point?
Yes,
Yeah.
this
So-
is their screw up,
Yeah.
and don't put it on the collector that ordered it and didn't get it, and don't put it on the collector that ordered it and got to. It is neither their faults. They need to fix it. Send it into the factory. I don't know what their worth is, but your company fix your problem. Hasbro fixed the giant man eyes. They never fixed the sentinel knees. Whatever, but
But aren't there
Fix it,
don't
fix
companies
it.
get insurance for massive problems like this? Like,
yeah,
isn't there some kind of tax write-off that NECA could do as a parachute in this situation for themselves, just to not like take the
Should.
complete loss on the clearly, like, the cost of making all of them. Everybody that got, like, say you made 600 and you shipped all 600 to 300 of the customers, right? So, like, you still got paid for 300 of them, but you got to take the loss on the other 300. So you're 50% in the hole.
Yeah. Well,
right?
It's a life lesson for them. It's nobody else's fault.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's tough,
at this point, so we talked about, I know before we've talked about optics, like McFarlane and how Hasbro should have been offering HasLabs from the get-go instead of a crowdfund, a pre-order. So a lot of this comes down to optics on how we view these toy companies. They should have not said anything. If this was your response, don't respond. Don't say anything. Just stay quiet. Don't put out any press release besides saying we're sorry for the ones that ordered it and didn't get it. You will be refunded shortly.
Yeah.
Refund all them and don't say crap. If you're not going to fix it yourself, don't say anything, because putting this on the collectors, you are burning bridges.
Yeah.
And what happens when you're starting to you're getting looked at a way? You have a Engine of Vengeance situation. You have that crossing all the way over to now we're worried about the ecto funding because of the whole HasLab thing with vehicles. And it's just sometimes the best response is no response at all.
Yeah.
That's
They could have made up a lie, honestly, and they're just going to have to quietly take the loss.
Yeah.
Like,
basic company response: due to unfortunate circumstances, we didn't have as many as we thought. Unfortunately, we will have to refund. We hope we hope you'll continue to stick with us as collectors. We appreciate your business, and going forward, we will learn from this situation. Give me a job, NECA. Jesus Christ. Fire this guy who wrote these letters and give me a job. Oh,
there you
my
go,
God.
Justin. This is
look at Mezco. Like, look at Mezco 89 Batman. And I'm not saying this is the right way to deal with your customer-facing aspect, but for those who don't know, Mezco 89 Batman, the rubber body with the endoskeleton, it took 3 years from pre-order, and you had to pay upfront, or most people had to pay upfront for this. 3 years later, the product comes out, but in that 3 years, they had no communication whatsoever about timeline or about things that needed to be fixed or about progress, anything like that. And any time anyone tried to reach out to Mezco, they were brick wall, or they were straight up like, do you have any words on the Mezco 89 Batman? No. And then people were still, and they would be like, but we have these things if you want to pre-order them and give us more money. And people were like, dude, what the fuck? I'll pre-order? Yeah, definitely. But like, what's up with 89 Batman? So it's not like you have to talk to the customer. Like, especially NECA, they have an established customer base. And for newcomers, even better, because they don't know about your previous fuck-ups. So it's possible to just not say anything at all. But they chose to be like, you know what? Let's threaten the customers. That'll get a rise out of them. So I agree. Fire that guy. Hire Justin.
Yeah, please.
The whole McFarlane situation of their cover up for the Joker thing. They
McFarlane. Andrew, so I know you're not really in the know with a lot of these companies, but what's your first impression on this situation? What are your feelings on it?
Honestly, I would say, why can't they just make more to make up for the fact that they didn't send out the.
Exactly. Again, guys, wait. And for more context, I don't think we said the price on this. This is a $300 product, right?
Yeah.
Right,
Christopher
yeah.
Allen. Christopher Allen says that we spent $300 on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Andrews, make more, right? Would you also say, Andrew, maybe just don't say anything and just apologize and then make more, right? Like,
yeah. I mean, hey, why don't we just make some more and not say anything? You know?
Yeah. Neca, you had several options, and shutting the hell up was one of them.
I mean, they would eat the cost also to do another production run, you know, of it. So
I remember there was a controversy about like, oh, don't back this because it's too expensive, and you know, we want to say stuff. And I'd mentioned David Evan Smith in a previous discussion, you and I, how I sold my turtle van and my Toon Turtles. And this was part of that choice because I was like, oh, when this came out at 300, I was like, oh, I can't afford to keep buying this stuff. I'm just going to sell what I have. And so I think it was like a window where you had to put in the pre-order. And Dan, who totally did it sneakily, because he was like, I'll buy anything Neca puts out, Toon Turtles. And we were all like, Dan, don't do it. Yeah, and he was like, already ordered 2, mate.
And he received 4, right?
Yeah, and he already got 2 extra and scalped them.
There we go. There we go. Right. Z-Man, what are your opinions on this?
I mean, like, as someone who's only, I think I've got, the only NECA I have is the Jason Voorhees and the 2-pack of Muhammad Ali and Superman, because I've always just been scared of the quality and, you know, how, like, brittle it is, because I really wanted the Last Ronin stuff, but I was just like, I can't go for that. But then just hearing this doesn't give me much confidence of like, oh, I wanted to get the street dios. Now I'm like, I ain't doing that. But you've lost, like, you don't do that. Like, you know, when there was, I'm going to defend Toddy Mac for a bit. When there was that issue with the Year 2 Batman, that I think the swivel of the bicep would just break on every copy. They were able to, like, you know, talk to each of the retailers, and although they didn't give you a replacement because they knew if they did, it would still have the issue. Yeah. They just gave you a full refund, and, you know, you had to, you know, do some weird things like put marker on the figure and being like, hey, this is mine. And then that would be the proof, and then you get your full refund with, like, you don't have to return it. So that was simple. But like, this is just like, you're threatening you're threatening your livelihood of the fan base, and then you're doubling down on it, not going like, we're sorry. Then you're not taking accountability. So it's just, it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's the cost of doing business. Sometimes this crap happens, and it's your job as the business. This is why you have insurance and all this other crap to cover your own ass. But I mean, Z-Man, you say like this makes you hesitate buying other NECA products. Why? Because it's a win-win. Either you're gonna pre-order something, and you'll either get 2 and a threatening letter, or you'll get none at all. Where's the downside?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. 50-50 coin flip. You know?
It was 300. I'm sorry, but what planet would? I mean,
they have to refund the other people, right? Like,
yes, they legally have to.
Yeah,
legally.
They can't keep that $300 for the customers that never got their item. Like,
yeah, this isn't a Kickstarter. This is like on your website.
Oh god.
And David or Lexi, I forget which one of you said it near the beginning, but someone did post like legally. Yeah, legally they cannot do this. They cannot charge your card for a product they sent you, because that is technically legally a gift because they sent it to you, and they cannot bar you from ordering from their website based on that either. So they need to just they've screwed up. They've screwed up.